87 on the 9th.
Yes.
On the 9th. Henry's birthday. Somebody's going to get a mighty tired hand. You know why?
Why?
87 paddles is an awful lot.
I guess you're clear with you.
You think I might paddle you 87 times, Henry? Never can tell, huh?
No. Anyway, I was talking about that bear. Fella over in Rock Creek country. He went across the line and he bought a prize bull
Yeah, okay, in Washington.
in Washington.
Yeah.
And brought him up,
Uh-huh.
put him in the field with his cattle. And I guess the bear come along and the bull challenged the bear, and there was only half of the head left of the bear, of the bull.
Oh, no. The bear got away.
Yeah.
His paw?
Yeah.
You think it was a black or a grizzly?
I think it was a grizzly.
Yeah.
I followed him for 2 days and couldn't catch up to him.
Where did he head?
From the mountains.
Right into the mountains, huh?
Yeah.
He knew you were after him? Or did you think so?
I don't know that he knew it or not. He wasn't going any straight direction. He was circling all around and sort of hunting for himself.
He didn't eat the bull?
No.
He never ate the bull. That's
No.
funny, huh?
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
They'd rather have them eat when it's old.
Oh. Maybe he planned to come back later.
Maybe. Yeah.
Tell you, that's a lot of meat on a bull, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet.
Have you ever heard of an animal called a cattle? It's a cross between a cow or cattle and a buffalo. A cattle?
Yeah.
Yeah. They get big. Talking about a lot of meat. I've heard of them things over 5,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an awful lot of meat.
Yeah.
Well, they just get huge. They cross like, well, some things that are hybrids, you know. Hybrids, they
Yeah.
cross and they get big. There's a fish called a splake. It's a cross between a speckled trout and a lake trout. And it gets real big.
Yeah.
Mike, turn this off a minute, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, a guy usually doesn't look for bears. They seem to kind of find you, don't they? They're mischievous. They get you in trouble.
Yeah.
What's the most peculiar thing you ever heard of a bear doing? Like, I've heard of them pulling stunts like this, picking up a whole cow in their mouth and walking away with it. Is that
Well,
possible?
That's possible.
Isn't possible?
No.
I've heard that though. Somebody said they went right up a mountain with it. That was up in Alaska, those Kodiaks.
Well, maybe one of them could do it. But if a cow would be that big, you'd have to drag it.
Yeah, well, a cow, the lightest would be 600 or 800 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ever known one to kill a man?
No.
I haven't ever heard of, unless, I've heard them get awful chewed up. I've heard of men getting awful chewed up and never killed. Oh, wait a minute. In Glacier Park last year, the year before, they had some of those, yeah. Grizzly killed a camper.
Mm-hmm. Funny animal. You spot him and don't pay any attention to him, go off on your own business. You follow it up and find out what you're doing.
Yeah, he's curious, right?
Yeah.
Well, A grizzly thinks he's the authority in the woods, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he is too.
Even a man will back down from a grizzly on an even contest without a rifle.
Oh, yes, naturally.
Yeah. There's nothing in the woods one-on-one without any help is going to challenge a grizzly, I don't think.
No. No, they are. Leave the grizzly alone. I was out on Pike Mountain once. Two dogs with me. They treated a bear and I come on, I was on horseback. Stopped, fired right off the horse, knocked him out of the tree. And he fell down and both dogs grabbed him and one of them had him by the ass end and the other one by the throat and they were pulling him. I got off the horse and walked up and said, "Oh, you've had it." They just let me fly like a flash. He gets up and shouted me. Took this here. I'd opened and knocked the gun out of my hand. It didn't take me long to get a hold of that gun and fix him too.
He was just like lightning, huh?
Yeah.
Where had you hit him the first shot?
I don't remember.
Oh, but he wasn't dead. Didn't
No.
kill him, right? Was it a big gun?
No, it was about a 2-year-old.
Yeah, they're just wiry. They're so strong. They've got a lot of stamina. I've heard
Yeah.
a guy saying if you don't get the first bullet right in him, just right, you gotta usually take quite a few more shots.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how many bear I've shot.
Ever get a cougar?
No. But when I was a little fellow, a cougar came around the place, and sister, mother, and I were there, and the neighbor woman came down,
Mm-hmm.
and the dog started making a fuss.
Yeah.
So went out to see what was the matter, and here I see this cat up in the tree. So I went to the house and told him there's a cat or something up a tree. The dogs had got a cat in the tree. So they came out. They both had 22s,
Yeah.
and they started pecking that poor animal till he dropped out of the bush and beat it.
You mean it wasn't dead?
No.
Oh, they just peppered it and it went away.
Yeah, too much.
Too much lead coming his way, huh?
Yeah.
Branches flying, pine cones dropping, and when was that?
Oh, that's about 80 years ago.
Remember the neighbor's name?
Things.
Thins. Oh, that was that guy, huh? Yeah.
Mother wanted some bear fat for shortening.
Yeah.
Makes wonderful shortening.
Yeah.
And so I gets up this morning. She got to go down the field. And field drill. The part that was good trail way through. I was going along. You see something black. Everyone's mother just came up and I was going to see the shot and I said, "No, by God, I'm not taking chances on that." So I went around and here was a man with a black sateen shirt on, pulling saskatoon bushes down and eating them.
Ooh, close, huh?
God, yes.
Oh boy, would you have felt bad?
Yeah.
Oh boy. I don't think a guy would ever forgive himself for doing that.
No,
You
I
know,
don't think so.
he'd live with that all his days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time I was over in the Kettle River country, of course I knew that the fellow knew what he was doing. If there would have been anybody else there taking a pop at him. He was just going over a ridge, going through a canyon, and somebody would come along and just at the right time would have seen him let fly. Because there's lots of fellas around here this shoot at noise.
What was the result of that one? What happened when the guy let fly?
Well, he didn't. Nobody let fly, but I say I would have. If it had been somebody else besides me that would have seen that would have shot.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Somebody shot at me once in the woods.
Yeah.
Noise. They heard the noise and shot. Oh, about 3 or 4 feet over my head, a branch was severed. Broke off the tree by the bullet. Yeah.
Well, I know a fella, Ernie Rice. You may have heard of him.
Are they the sawmill operators up the valley here? The Rices?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Old Ernie Rice. He was a damn good woodsman. He was out along in the Red Bluffs, you know where they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Up along in there and hunting.
Yeah.
And first thing he did, there was a piece of bark flew out in the tree just above his head.
Uh-oh. And then he heard the noise, huh?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And so he turned around and started shooting back. He said every time that fella passed a tree or anything, Ernie would take a shot at it.
Yeah.
Hit the tree.
Yeah.
He said he'd never seen that fellow again.
Ernie was a good shot.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so he could shoot at the tree. Yeah. Boy. Would change a man's mind about doing that again, wouldn't it? It should, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, but when Ernie shot back at him, he must have got real scared.
I can believe it, yeah. Well, I'm going to take my son hunting this fall.
Where are you going?
I haven't decided yet. I guess one of my old spots where I've gotten a deer before. I've gotten a deer up on Wolf Mountain, you know, above Wolf Lake. And I got one out here at the gravel pits.
Yeah.
So, actually, I haven't shot too many deer for all the years I've been in this country here.
No.
Yeah.
No, we used to. Well, I guess we got rid of 3 deer a year.
3 a year, huh? 1 for each of you.
No, that's for the family.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm not quite understanding. Were there 3 in the family or 4 in your family? You had a sister, right?
No, I had no sister. I was alone.
Oh, you had 1 deer for each member then, huh?
Yeah.
3 deer a year. Yeah. That's what I meant. You got 1 deer for each person every year, yeah. Hey, this summer I was talking to a Finlander.
Yeah.
And he told me how to can fish. And you know what makes a really good canned fish? White sucker. Sucker makes a good fish. Cans up real nice. Tastes like salmon. Can you imagine that? The recipe
Yes.
he used? Yeah. And the bones all softened, so you don't have to worry about any bones because he uses a little vinegar in it. Yeah, we're on the air again.
Yeah.
This is September 23rd,
Yeah.
1984. And we're over at Henry Frembd's place.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's times are pretty hard, and there was an old fella, old Dave Cook or Bill Cook, I forget what his first name was. And he was up to get it and couldn't get anything, and he decided he'd go out prospecting.
Yeah.
And neither of the hotels would give him a handout. Just give him enough grub to carry him over for a week or so.
Mm-hmm.
And he went out. And you know where Olivine Mountain is?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I've been by it a number of times.
Yeah.
On the way up to Dornberg there.
Yeah.
Right.
And he crossed over the river and went up there. And going up or down, don't know which, but he got caught in the snowslide.
It covered him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't show up till springtime.
Uh-oh. And he was there, buried all winter.
Yeah.
Well, how did he like his hibernation? What did he have to say about it? Not too much, huh?
No.
Have you ever been caught in a snowslide?
No.
I haven't either. Skiing, they always told us be real careful.
Yeah.
Boy, you know those overhangs of snow?
Yeah.
You got on one of those that drop away on you and then
Yeah.
down you'd go with it.
Yeah.
And you were lucky if you survived. I'm going to shut this.
For himself or something.
Dan.
Yeah.
Dan Rabbit, yeah. Did you ever go riding with Dan? Were you ever out on the trail
No.
with him?
No.
No?
No, I had my own friends, neighbors, next door neighbor.
Thin?
Manning.
Manning. Oh. Mannion or Manning?
Mannion.
Mannion, yeah, yeah. I know Irene Mannion.
You know her?
Yeah, yeah. Myra Brewer's
Yeah.
mother?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, who were your best chums when you were out there at the ranch?
Tommy Rabbit was one,
Yeah.
and then there was Jim McDermott,
Uh-huh.
Bill Manning,
Uh-huh.
a couple of others, very few there then.
Yeah, very few, not many neighbors.
No.
Yeah.
They were about 3-4 miles apart.
Yeah. Well, I guess you had to run a fairly big farm or you couldn't support yourself, huh? If you didn't have...
You had to wrestle.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. And then you had to graze on crown land. Everybody
Yeah.
grazed crown land, didn't
Yeah.
they? Yeah. Do you know any of those, what do they call them? Trail cabins or something like that? There's one up on the top of Lodestone Mountain there.
Yeah.
It belongs to Harold Allison now, but it looks fairly old. I stayed up there one time when I was hunting. That was a lot of fun. We were in one of those trail cabins there for 2 days, I guess it was on a weekend.
Well, up in the headwaters of the Tulameen, where you get that. No, you got that at Blakeburn, didn't you?
Yeah, it looks up closer there, yeah.
Yeah. That take a south fork of the Tulameen and go right up to the headwaters of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There used to be an old cabin. I don't know if it's still standing, and that's probably rotted down by now.
Yeah, falling in.
Yeah.
Too much snow on the roof and all that.
Yeah.
Do you recall ever getting snowbound in one of those cabins out on the trail, or did you always return to the ranch every night?
Returned, yeah.
Yeah. I guess Les Fripp would have gotten out into some of those situations where he had to stay overnight. He had a trap line that ran up through into the Coquihalla,
Yeah.
quite a ways in there, yeah.
Yeah, I guess they went up the Pure River from myself and Tulameen and down Coquihalla way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what he used to catch was he used to catch coyotes. I was talking to Nora yesterday.
Yeah.
Nora said that Les had to catch coyotes in order to catch a rabbit. He had to sell the coyote pelts in order to court her. And it took him 7 years to catch her.
Yeah, well, one time they had a party just above our place there, and some wise guy, I don't know who it was, tall, and found out. I said, that he said after to snare the bunnies was a shame. Boys, you have to step it as a young trapper in the game, and he's making quite a rep.
The bunnies were the rabbits.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were quite a few rabbit girls too, weren't there?
Oh,
6 of them? 6 or 8 rabbit girls?
8.
8 rabbit girls.
Yeah.
And 4 boys.
4 boys.
Yeah.
You ever hear where Pat Rabbit went?
No? No, I haven't.
No, the oldest boy, Mickey, he was the oldest of the family. He died down in California.
He did? Oh, did he move down there?
Yeah.
What was he? What did he do? What was his job?
Well, just anything at all.
He was a jack of all trades, huh?
Yeah. He used to follow up the survey lines. The railroads were building.
Uh-huh. And he worked on them?
Yeah.
On the surveying?
Yeah.
You worked with a Frenchman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were assembling furniture.
Mm-hmm.
And every once in a while the bugger disappeared. He was all over from him, nobody seen him. And one day I went down where the furniture was assembled. And here he was, he had turned the Chesterfield around and crawled him over it, went to sleep.
So you shook him awake, huh?
Yeah.
What did he have to say for himself?
Well, I don't know. And the boss got a hold of him.
Yeah.
He didn't see him anymore.
Huh. What'd you think of those little Cocker Spaniels?
They're big little fellas.
Aren't they, though? One was a little male and one was a little female. Yeah. Cute little rascals.
Yeah.
Gee, there's nothing like a pup, I guess.
No.
Yeah. I guess you raised quite a few pups out there.
Few, yeah, not very many.
Oh.
They had an old dog. She had a bunch of pups, and we distributed them all around. And the next band, but once she had those that I gave pups to, let them go by the bottom. And
Oh, they hadn't taken care of them.
no,
Oh, so you destroyed the next batch, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know that old dog laid under a tree and where I took the pups from and cried for 2 days.
For her dog, her little pups.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Wouldn't eat her anything?
No.
What was that dog's name?
Cleo.
Cleo. Oh.
Yeah. She was a wonderful dog. You could go away from the house and leave her. Didn't need to bother about often. Doors
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
If you touched anything,
Look out, yeah. Cleo was on you, huh?
yeah. And she was a big dog too.
Yeah. What kind?
She was a cross between police dog and golden lab.
Oh, yeah. That would be a big dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, who was the father to her pups? Who was
I don't know.
You never found out, huh? Could have been a coyote even, huh? No, not likely. She wouldn't have mated with a coyote.
No. No, sometimes somebody come along and leave the gate open,
Mm-hmm.
and cattle or horses would drift in, and she'd run them up and chase them out.
All by
And lay
herself?
down by the gate.
Yeah, all by herself she'd
Yeah.
do that, yeah. Yeah. Who says a dog can't think?
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a dog has a mind.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought of it, but just now I thought of pack rats. Did you ever have any episodes with pack rats?
Yes. Bloody nuisance.
They ever steal anything from you that you needed?
No, they used to chew the harness up once in a while.
Oh. That's no good.
No.
And the collars? Horse collars? Did they chew
No,
them?
they didn't bother them any.
Oh.
They were too big to handle.
Mm. But they'd wrestle those,
There's a loose strap hanging down when you hang your hand.
yeah, yeah. They'd be playing with it
Yeah.
and chewing on it.
Yeah.
What do they want, the salt
Mm-hmm. I guess so.
from the sweat?
Yeah.
I've heard it said that pack rats would take and leave a pine cone and take your wristwatch. Or take a spoon and leave a little pebble.
Maybe.
I don't know. You never ran across that, huh?
No.
Huh. Well, the only pack rat we ran into was up in Badger Creek. You know where that is?
Yeah.
Up there by Lodestone,
Yeah.
down in the gully there.
Yeah.
And that darn pack rat got in our oatmeal. We made oatmeal the night before, figuring then that would save us time in the morning. Just
Yeah.
heat it up, then eat it and go hunting. We found a pack rat in our oatmeal. Oh boy. You gotta quit itching those. Run into the name of thin.
Yeah.
Sure. You know who told me about it? Irene Mannion.
Oh, if she does it.
Sure. Boy, can Irene cook. She's a good cook. We were out there one day and she had some zucchini bread or something that she'd made. Boy, that was good. Who was the best cook in the country out there? Besides your mother?
I guess Mrs. Thin.
Mrs. Thin was the best cook, huh? What'd she cook that you remember?
Well, she cooked for anything.
Yeah, didn't matter.
No.
Yeah.
Well, them old folks, didn't matter what it was, they cooked it.
And they made a good meal out of it, huh?
Yeah.
I had a friend that lived for 3 months on peanut butter sandwiches. What a diet, huh?
Yeah.
You never had to do that, did you?
Uh-uh. But, my boy, my oldest boy, it's in Vancouver now, or Westminster. He, when he was about 18, he was chumming around with the first aid ambulances.
Mm-hmm.
decided they wanted to go out and make banana sandwiches. His wife made a whole bunch of banana sandwiches for them.
Yeah?
And for 3 days.
Yeah?
God, they wouldn't look at a banana anymore.
What's the worst thing you've ever had to eat that you couldn't eat again? Mine is liver. I had to have a liver every day, one time, for blood, you know, to get the blood built up. And I can't tolerate liver anymore.
I don't know. I never had anything like that.
You eat anything, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.